with the help of my lovely assistant, let's whip up a batch of biscuits.
Okay.
What does it say? It says 3 cups of all-purpose flour. It says what the instruction says. Combine the dry and then cut in the butter. So that's 3 cups all-purpose flour. And then what have we got? 3 tablespoons of sugar.
Of sugar. Okay.
And then we've got half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we're going to whisk all that together. And we'll be back when we've got this ready to put the wet ingredients. I'm going to chop up the butter. And then we have the correct biscuit, the pastry knife.
Yes.
And we'll cut that butter in, add the egg and the milk, and we'll make biscuits at 450 degrees. We'll be back. We are ready for phase 2. I've chunked the butter up pretty good. I always use a frozen stick of butter so it stays chunky while you're cutting it up.
Yeah.
And then that's going to get the pastry knife and then cut the butter in. That's a really kind of tough job. You got to lean on that thing. But I've already chunked it up pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that.
Again, it's frozen, so it's going to take a firm hand.
Do you cleat it out?
Yeah, I bang it up against the side of the bowl. Yeah.
Oh, that works. It's hard to see it when it gets covered with flour. It's just, you know, it's like that.
We'll be back. I got to flour the board. We'll put the rest of the wet in, and we're going to roll out some biscuits here in just a minute. Okay, we'll let Ness take over the cinematography because this is the Armstrong He-Man part of the deal. It says, the card says to knead it 10 to 15 times. That's going to take some knead occasions. That's a need. We have needs. You flip them over, you press them down again, you flip them over.
Do you feel
press
it
them
yet?
down again. Yeah, it'll start fighting me here in a minute.
You don't have to kill it, though. That's what I did. The first time I made biscuits, I just fought with the dough all the way.
Yeah, you can see it wants to come. It wants to be alive. It's all the mineral parts in this, the cream of tartar and the baking powder. Those are minerals.
Science.
All right, and yeah, biscuit science. What's that, like number 4 or 5 in there somewhere? Yeah, it's starting to not.
I can see it. I can see it like moving.
Yeah, it wants to be a biscuit.
Will be a few more times. 5 or 6 more times.
All right. Okay, they get the idea.
All right.
We will come back and do the rollout here in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to try to roll this monster out. It'll take a while. The side with the most wrinkles will be the bottom. You gotta leave the board up against a hard surface. Pretty close. I will try to get it down to about a ½ inch. Try to get it as even as possible. You can see the big chunks of butter still in there.
Yeah.
That's got it.
Okay.
In the tradition of Wolferman's Bakery, I use an old tuna tin. Got to have an air hole in it. And then we could make us some biscuits. Parchment paper on a cook sheet. Close enough. Now you can either drop these, make a drop biscuit out of this, or roll it out again and get yourself some more fancy biscuits.
Pop biscuits.
The old biscuit maker, me. Pappy O'Daniel.
Poop deck Pappy.
Yeah, poop deck Pappy's sea biscuits. We'll get 6 biscuits out of this mess, won't we? I'm just gonna kind of fold that one up.
Action.
That'll be the one I put stuff all over. And like I said, put the wrinkles on the bottom. And so there we have. Looks like a pretty good mess of biscuits. Yeah. Into the 450 oven, hot oven. I think we figured out that our oven works best at 14 minutes, so we'll check it at 13. There we go. Here's a lesson in life. Never buy a white cooktop. What do we got?
Oh, they're beautiful. I think they're done.
Oh, that's a done biscuit. That's 14 minutes. How'd we do? Hey, look like they need butter and jelly and such upon them.
Oh, yes.
Shortly.
Yep.